Valhalla. It is your boy Blubber Ducky back on the cast again with the Bird Box, the man himself, the head of all the casters, Mr. Sir Dr. Professor Phoenix on cast with us. Going to be the one working the camera and also going to be help tagging along with me here as we go along with this set. Today, we have Banana Clan and Overlord in the Odin Division clash. These two teams have been pretty solid for the most part. Banana Clan getting some roster changes as of recent with the free agent pickup. I know it didn't really go so hot for them as last week, so hopefully this week they can definitely turn that around. And Overlord been one of the better teams in this division, playing really well and a really solid squad in general from solo all the way down to ADC support, whatever you want to call it. Just two really solid rosters that I'm really looking forward to, and honestly, I think we might hit a 3-game slapper. So you better buckle in and get ready for this.
This is my personal set of the week for the week. It originally was not going to be casted, but because of scheduling changes and people rescheduling and all sorts of fun things, we are. This is going to be the game that is going to be casted because both of the 4 sets decided to reschedule a set later, and if you reschedule, you forfeit your casted spot. Tough. No, Rebel King. This is Banana Clan Overlord Odin. This is the Odin set. So Seed 2, the second channel is going to be going live with the other set. I believe the set is starting at 7:45. We're also trying to get some casters in there, so we will get that hopefully all settled and ready to go on the other channel. So I believe the teams for today are. I have my rosters pulled up as we speak. I just have to go to the right division. So I believe we have Pepsi Crossing, for the side of Banana Clan, we have Pepsi Crossing in the solo lane, Wobble in the jungle, Dirty Alpaca in the mid lane. I believe I'm a Gamer is playing support, and Drunk Diplomat in ADC. I'm not sure if Joke is playing, not quite sure.
He definitely should.
Roster, but they were talking about Wobble needing to reset and come back in, so I believe Wobble is playing.
Joke's definitely playing. Ever since they picked him up, that guy's always available. He's definitely going to be playing. At least to my knowledge, I don't see why he wouldn't be. And I think that the rosters haven't necessarily been updated. As far as so I'm sure that's probably what you were looking at. And what we need to do is actually get the actual rosters and really get back with the franchise owners to have us get them the starting rosters. That way we can, evaluate the games a little bit better before we do jump on this cast. So, but yeah, so I'm super excited for this set. Hopefully Banana Clan has a little bit more mesh, a little bit more chemistry and stuff like that. And I think last week they did have a 3-game set, which is, really good, figuring that they had literally just picked up Joke probably like 2 or 3 days prior. So maybe with a little bit more extra practice, a little bit more scrims, maybe they're able to get it on board. And definitely with a team like Overlord, it's a really good test to see how they are going to play. As far as like standings go, I haven't really checked on it. Ori just messaged me. For casting, is he casting?
Who? It should be Outsurge and Psycho Loki, and neither of them are currently showing up. Outsurge said he can't, and then Psycho Loki is not available for comment, and I'm not sure why. Could still be in his game, I'm not sure.
Yeah, so Orimer asked if we could do the cast, so I'm telling him yes.
If you can do the cast, yeah, absolutely. If he wants to do it, go nuts. Save house, please. So the wrong cast.
I got him.
He just popped into the voice chat and Ducky goes, nah.
Nope. Moving to the other one.
Okay, so Overlord is currently in, I believe you would say tied for 3rd place, and Banana Clan is currently tied for 3rd place. So Overlord is 2-2, Banana Clan is 1-3.
Oh, nice. So this is a big game right here.
This is gonna be a really bonkers set. It's Paca and the Pepsi Paca and the boys versus the Bob God Squad of Bean Soup Bob, Jake's Q, Loxy, MX Double, and Archer. I believe that's what they says their starting roster is. I'm not sure if Maestro's going to be playing. It is a 7:30 game, so I don't believe Maestro's going to be playing. And not quite sure about that. Oh, there's no Paca today. That's sad. I wanted to cast Paca's Vulcan one more time. That's really sad. Paca, I'm disappointed in you.
not gonna.
Oh, is
How
Wobble playing mid?
Phil? How dare you? I get
Wobble
to
has-
cast your set, Phil, and this is how you're gonna treat me. I'm so upset with you.
He can't do anything right. It's unfortunate. Wobble's getting trolled. Well, it's the day of technical difficulties, unfortunately. I guess we're gonna see. Apologies to everyone. We're just chilling and seeing what's happening.
Literally just hanging out, having a good time. You know, Phoenix. How's your day going, man? You having a good day?
It's going pretty well. Unfortunately, technical difficulties did get in the way of our set today, so it is a little unfortunate. Because we ended up having the Overlord ended up having to forfeit game 2 because of technical difficulties, and then we ended up winning the game 3. So technically, the set was a 1-1, but it was a 2-1 because the forfeit. But anyway, it would have been a really good set had we had all three.
Yeah.
We did indeed win a game without Senor Elron, so hype. We lost one without him and we won without him, so we're good. It's not
50%
back yet.
chance winner, right?
50% chance to we had the 50% chance to lose if Iron Stick's not there. Interesting to note. But that being said, I think we played really well. Krug had his Thor debut today. Did pretty well for himself.
Very nice.
9-1 on the Chernobog.
Oh man, yeah. There's been some really good games on cast today, man. Let me tell you, there's been like some pretty nuts games and some pretty nice little plays. I'll have to go back and try to clip some of the stuff that happened today, especially whenever I was casting, and then from the game that I had played, just with the KWM and Trash Panda set. That was a lot of fun. And so, but yeah, like it was I think you had a really good set that you picked out for this week.
Yes, sir. Well, I believe according to the way their team is, they only have the 2 subs, and then Pack is not playing. So I'm not sure what's happening with them. I think Wobble is currently having technical difficulties. So is Wobble playing mid? Question mark? Because if Joke is playing jungle and Wobble's not, then I would assume Wobble's playing mid. If Pack is not playing and Joke is in jungle, I would assume that Pack is not playing.
Just a minute ago, Wobble said he said he's about to lose it. His power's gone out 3 times.
Yeah. He's not the first one. It happened to God of Warfare earlier. It happened to Bean Soup Bob earlier too. His power went out while he was in the middle of spectator. Well, after the spectator game 1.
I was casting that.
Yeah.
It's
been the technical difficulty Sundays, and it's not even my fault this time.
You know, that's just it. We wouldn't have Valhalla Sunday without technical difficulties. And without Mr. Technical Difficulty himself on the cast.
I guess you could say I'm Mr. Technical Difficulty, Mr. Anti-Heal, Mr. Soccer Mom. It's all of the above.
Bird Box. Can't forget Bird Box.
Cannot forget that, indeed. So, we're hopefully going to get started. I think they're... I should... Actually, you know what? While we're sitting here and while I'm chatting with my good friend Mr. Ducky over here, I'm going to make sure I do my Thor screenshots, because if I don't, I'm going to forget, and then I'm going to get yelled at, and I really don't want to do that.
Ooh.
If it's a forfeit, do I have to post a screenshot of, like, having Infinity Gold?
No.
Okay.
You don't.
Oh, because I guess set count really doesn't matter anymore, right?
Mm-mm.
Some big unfortunate times here with the technical difficulties. Hoping we'd hop right into game, but
Mhm.
He's loading in. Let's go.
We're
Huge.
super hyped around here. I was about to ask if you wanted to play the Jeopardy theme song music. The little
Ooh, I could actually add that. No, what the last thing I did I believe it was it Genos that hosted the duel tournament?
Yeah.
Or no, it was a 1v1 assault tournament maybe?
Mm-hmm.
I forget. It was an assault tournament, and I remember Genos was playing, right? And it was taking a while to get into games. So do you know the website Sporkle? It's like a quiz website. And basically what I did was I put a quiz of can you name all the Smite gods on stream, and then chat and I did it.
Oh, nice.
Because we were bored and we were like, all right, what do we do? And it's like, all right, let's do it. So it's actually really fun. But hopefully Wobble is loading in indeed. We will see. We're seeing some hypes in chat. Hopefully it should be good. We've been waiting about 8 minutes, so I was gonna say, sorry, as I'm like answering things in Discord and checking in on how people are going. He's joining, yay! I did have, it was the Phoenix Baba Yaga debut. First time I've ever played that god in a set in Valhalla. Still hate her. I still think that god is tough. Big circles do big numbers, unfortunately. But it is what it is.
So I mean, just one of those things where we wait around and we're waiting to get into picks and bans, and hopefully they get these technical difficulties solved out and definitely figured out. And because you know, it's never fun waiting around for us here on the cast. You know, I'm interested to see. It's one of those things where I haven't seen any of these teams play so far this season. We've played against Banana Clan whenever I was in the Odin division. And I can't remember exactly how that game went, but I think that was one of the times that we had won. And I would have to like look at what Banana Clan's actually running, their roster, drafts, stuff like that, seeing what they're gonna pull out. And I haven't seen double play this entire season, and I'm super excited to see MX double because like I met him in real life and I love that dude. Oh, we're going into
Whoops,
I'm confused.
Sorry.
I'm about to say, I was like, wait, I think we're going in.
I put it. We will be in just 1 second. There we go. We are getting started. I apologize. It popped me into the game when there was already multiple bans on the board. So I'm trying to fill it in as quickly as humanly possible. Yep. Everything's all good.
You sure? Oh, there we go. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, so just to round out the first set of bans so far for the Banana Clan, we already have Loki, Sobek, and a Nike taken that away from Bean Soup Bob. And Odin is going to be picked up, and again, taking it away from old Bean Soup Bob, Gilgamesh, Tiamat, and Morgan Le Fay being rounded out for the Overlords. And as we're going to see, Moja going to go ahead and be locked in, and Osiris being locked in as well. Osiris, a super strong pick, a very good counter into Odin. We do like that indeed. Yamoja has always been a really strong pick, really strong support, provides a lot of heals, and actually like a lot of like slows and bubbles, stuns, and the ultimate Rivers Rebuke is actually so huge. It's a really nice god. I remember release Yamoja, that guy was actually insane. But they found like a good balance for her, and she's still pretty busted. But we love Yamoja, really strong support. And for these next two picks coming in for Banana Clan, either they could look into either flexing this Odin for a jungle or a solo, because that'll probably be going to Pepsi. I'm just like almost 100%
assume they're going to get Pepsi the Odin, but you never know.
And so, but here I would definitely like to see, there we go. On her, They're gonna go ahead and be locked in here for Drunk Diplomat. Either that or he's so like here's another little roster switch that I think that they can do is that I think that Drunk could go mid and put Wobble in the jungle with Joked in ADC because I know Joke's been playing ADC, and so like that is another possibility that they could be doing here.
I am not quite sure. The thing I do want to say is that the Crown Hound is going to be in for ADC for the side of Overlord, as opposed to Archer. Or sure, I need to ask him how to say that. Whatever his actual IGN is. Emir banned out as well. Don't want to see it. I agree. I don't want to deal with it. Emir Odin for any reason. I do have a dumb mid laner question, but does Yamoja Riptide take you over Odin Cage?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
No, you'll smack right into that thing.
Oops.
But yeah. So, what's up?
No, that's not the right band.
Oh, you actually, right, yeah. I wasn't even looking at that. Anyway, so as we're looking in here, Ymir being taken out, Morgan as well as Morgan Le Fay on the front, as I can see the mix up there. Morgan Le Fay. Same. Tomato. And we're going to see Athena surprisingly banned this late into the draft. And as we're going to see in the 10th slot banned for Merlin.
It is time.
And Baba Yaga being locked in for the side of Overlord. I can't remember who was the mid laner for
Loxy.
Okay,
So the team comp for Overlord right now is going to be Bean Soup Bob in the soul lane, Jinx Q in the jungle, Loxy in mid lane, double in support, and Crown Hound in ADC.
Beautiful. I've actually never seen double play Yamoja, so I'm actually really excited for that. I think double hits some spicy plays just in general. Typically he's one of the more aggro int run at your face type guys. And so seeing him on a god like Yamoja, we're gonna definitely see how that plays out for him there. As we are seeing Ganesh and Tsukuyomi being hovered. That's exactly what's going to happen right here. They're both going to be locked in. Really strong picks just in general. Yamoja struggles pretty hard into like a full-fledged dive comp, which is exactly what Banana Clan has with Odin, Raijin, Onher, Ganesh, Suki. They all can just get in there. The Willix pick up last for Jinx.
What do you think of the Willix pick into that team comp?
There's definitely not a lot of setup for the side of the Overlords for the Willix, which is perfectly fine. Because the setup is all inside the On Her and the Odin. And so mainly I'm assuming that this On Her is going to have a really tough time. Whoever's playing it, I don't know until we actually load up into the game, but
Wobble's playing ADC.
Okay, so Wobble might be having a tough time
and
playing
Drunk is mid.
Okay. Wait, you said Waddle's 80. So Joke is still playing jungle.
Joke is still, yeah. So Joke's in the jungle. I'm a gamer in support. Pepsi in solo. Wobble in ADC. Drunk in mid. Yes.
Okay. So I knew that they were going to switch up something, but okay, cool. So now that we got that figured out, so I think that Wobble might have a difficult time with this Awilix. Just in general, the Odin, I think that pair's going to. I mean, if you're a Awilix pulling an Odin, that's like full health. I mean, that's a little, unless you're going to completely lock them down. But at the end of the day, there's not a lot of lockdown for this Odin. Like, there's literally none. And so I don't think that there's a lot of CC on the side of Overlords, which is a little sketchy. I like the draft for Banana Clan definitely a lot better. But just overall in general, I think that's going to be a really spicy game one, and I definitely want to see what's going to happen here because I'm looking at Overlords and I don't really see a whole lot that's going to stop this Tsukuyomi. Post ult, the Baba Yaga is probably going to be able to dash away. Same thing with the Rama, but Tsukuyomi is going to be able to go in. I mean, just overall in general, I mean, there's not a lot of like the Rama can't get out of the cage unless he ults and gets out of there. It's going to be a little difficult for him there. Other than that, the Osiris has to use Lord of the Afterlife in order to get out, and Baba Yaga could just jump out. But if they're diving in and Ganesh ohms and there's not a whole lot you can do. You're kind of just canceled out. So. It's definitely interesting team comps on both ends. I do like Banana Clan's draft a lot better, just because I'm a fan of crowd control. I like crowd control, and I feel like if you have crowd control, you kind of just it's a little bit better for team fights. So not a whole lot on the side of Overlords, and I think that's going to be really hard to contain this Odin and to contain this Tsukiyomi. And so, we shall see how this will go.
Working on switching things.
Yeah, no, you're perfectly fine.
All set up and trying to talk all at the same time, but as we say that,
yeah, the man that's doing it all.
We are going to be getting into our game here, ladies and gentlemen. Banana Clan Odin Division versus Overlord Odin Division. It's going to be a fun set. On the side of Banana Clan, we have Pepsi crossing the soul lane, Joked in the jungle, Drunk Diplomat in mid lane, I'm a Gamer 8x88x in support on the Ganesh, and Wobble in the ADC. And on the side of Banana Clan, on the side of Overlord, on the purple shorts, is going to be Beansoup Bob in soul lane on the Osiris, Jinx Q in jungle on the Awilix, Loxy as the Baba Yaga in mid lane, MX, or previously MX, the artist formerly known as MX Double, is going to be on the Emoja, and the Crown Hound and ADC on the Rom. Look at me a good set here, ladies and gentlemen.
And just rounding it off, and I'm excited to see Drunk Diplomat. You get his feet wet over there in the mid lane. As we did know that. For those of you who know Drunk, he was playing mid there for a while. Went back to ADC. Whenever I know he was playing mid for like some of his comp teams and stuff like that. So not necessarily the newest role for him. So I'm excited to see what he's going to be able to do to pull this out. And a little bit of pressure over on this left side. And being inside that corridor, inside of a Yamoja and a Rama, is going to be a little bit difficult as Crown Hound able just to poke them out double. Landing those stuns and those slows, you don't want to get caught out right there. And especially whenever the impel is down and there's not really a whole lot left for a Ganesh to do. And your on-her is just going to get wailed on right there.
Yes, I agree. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Drunk did play mid last season, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe he did. I can't remember exactly. I wasn't paying too much attention to everything, but yeah, I know that this is a more familiarized role for him, and so it's not really too different. And I'm excited to see him, especially playing this Raijin here.
Exactly. Sorry, I have to make up for things and fix the stream title on the other stream because sometimes it be like that. As I set this. Oh, sorry. Trying to do a lot of things at the moment.
No, you're absolutely fine, my friend. And so, as we continue on with this, we know that Overlords are going to be trying to get a lot of pressure out over here. And surprisingly, with this Rama and Yamoja, Double's just kind of looking at them and just kind of staring at them on their purple buff, making sure that they're not able to get it. And they were kind of holding wave over in duo, trying to starve them a little bit of their XP, but as they are, then
the XP. I think he missed a couple minions, but
just a few. Nothing really too bad.
I believe he missed two melee minions. Apologies.
And so continuing on with this, I do think that Banana Clan probably will have a little bit more pressure in the early game. Rama is still really good. Yamoja is, as always, we do love a good Yamoja, but currently at the moment, it does look like that Overlord is going to have a little bit of that pressure. And Wobble's going to be missing on that impel. He's going to be a little bit careful here as the Awilix is in on the rotation, and she does have ultimate, but no leap available for the boys in blue. So they're going to be able just to get out of here unscathed. As now Jinx wants to get active, rotating over down towards the mid lane. Drunk Diplomat might be in a little bit of trouble here. Just able to dash out. They called it out ahead of time, and it's just these guys are smart. They know what they're doing, and the boys in red, the boys in blue, actually the purple, actually call purple and yellow is whichever you want to call it. But this is I think that with these two teams, I think familiar faces, of course, across the board within this league, and I think that it's definitely going to be a good, who's going to. We're playing chess here. I don't think that anybody's going to get too crazy, too overboard with a lot of things. I think that they're gonna play this smart, and I don't think that this is going to be a. As Pepsi's getting his back stopped by Beansoup Bob. And he doesn't want him to back. He wants him to stay here. And, I think this is going to be a really exciting set just in general. And, hopefully it goes whole 3-game set because more casting, more material. I think it's super exciting as a red buff invade as Jinx Q is actually looking over towards that way and there's a Taiko drums and he's not able to do anything, completely nullified. I'm a gamer able to help that out there as Drunk Diplomat does secure the kill with the Taiko drums onto Jinx Q, getting that first blood. And Vamp Shroud, Mr. Mid Laner. How does that changed in what exactly, like what has made it so good? Is it the
Vamp Shroud good, more damage, die less. If anyone doesn't know, Vamp Shroud was buffed and now it's 15 physical protection and does, I believe, heal now. I think it was 3 and 5 before. I could be mistaken. I think that did get buffed as well. So Vampiric Shroud did get buffed to be a more defensive item, so especially known to be picked up on Guardian solo laners a lot because of that plus Tyrannical Plate Helm. Level 1 gives you 35 physical protections, which is kind of nuts.
Oh yeah,
I tried that build on Raw and it's actually goated, and I will not hear anything else. Anyway, it's very, very good. It gives people sustain, it gives you damage, and especially late game with Sacrificial Shroud. Sacrificial Shroud is just a flat 15% increase to all of your damage, and since you're building typically a lifesteal build with Coin and Soul Gem and Spear of the Magus sometimes, and Typhon's Fang and Soul Reaver, and you're building a decent amount of lifesteal, you're making up that 15%. And as I say that, Joked is gonna be in the dirt right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to see exactly what happened there, but it did look like that the Wheelix was able to get an ult off of it, so maybe doesn't have the beads available, and I think they may have just gotten pulled off of an ultimate.
That's a good damage to Loxy, but I don't think they're going to get anything here. They do use the but not much else they can get out of it, and we're going to see the brawl of the ages over in Doe Lane. Bean Soup Bully versus the Titan in the solo lane, Pepsi Crossing.
I think it's a clash of the Titans. I think these two both have been kind of solidified this season as some of the top solo laners. I think the solo lane within the Open division is one of the stronger and deepest pools that we've seen of any role. And the way that all these guys are playing, I mean, there's no clear number one, but I think that these two are definitely at they're towards the top. If they're I would say in the top 3 for both of these guys, maybe top 4, who knows, give or take if you check out the list channel. But we are going to see a blue buff invade looking at here. I mean, I don't know if they're going to be able to get there as they are. Pepsi Crossing is actually just going to be able to get that down, and Lord of the Afterlife is actually going in, and Jinx Q, it's a big 3-man knockup as we are seeing Joke trying to continue with the ultimate, but it doesn't look like anybody else wants to continue as Beansuit Bob tries to jump in, but Joke is able to clean up the kill. I said Beansuit Bob because I saw Odin. That was actually Pepsi Crossing.
Odin gets another kill!
As he's able to get another kill on the Jinx Q. As we are seeing now, the Odin looking really strong as normal. And, I think both of these teams are going to definitely try to play around.
Just Drunk going on this?
Trying to play around the solo lane. I don't think he does. I think he's just got to be careful and get out there. And as we see Crown Hound getting a solo kill over onto Wobble. No ultimate used, but there was an ultimate on the end of Wobble Bear. So unfortunately, that's something that it's unfortunate because you get good pressure over in solo, right? You get 2 kills over there, and then in return they kill your ADC on the solo kill, and then now nobody else is really around, and now this Gold Fury is going to be pulled. They definitely got to be really careful. Double looking really weak right now. Nobody from the side of Banana Clan is around for this, so this is literally just a free Gold Fury for the side of Overlords.
Yeah, Drunk was looking around there, but I think they just wanted to give it up. There's really not much. They don't have any resources over there, so there's really no point in putting anyone over there necessarily. A little bit of damage on Jinx, but it's not going to be much out of it. I'm trying to see. Interestingly, we do have a Crusher out of the Wheelix. I don't feel like I don't see Crusher too often, but I could be wrong. I'm not a jungler by any means.
I mean, it definitely helps a little bit more of the. I mean, the attack speed's nice, and also the passive, just with like the little extra tick damage that you get from it. And I'm sure that he's going to be going into like a transcendence here next, and it definitely it's a cheap item, and you kind of hit like a truck with it regardless. Your abilities are just really strong.
Dash in. Home Sweet Home is used.
And I mean, as of right now, I don't think this Ganesh does have ultimate, but the Dormic Pillars are forced out. As we do see Jinx Q blinking in, and able to get I'm a Gamer. Taiko drums are being forced out. Drunk Diplomat able to get the kill on the Lochte. He's showing out right now as now Joked trying to fight over in a 1v2. Drunk Diplomat trying to work his way in there. Joked get the kill on the Jinx Q double, making it out full HP because, you know, who focuses the tanks. That's actually a really good fight.
Lord, I believe it was. So I don't know if Spectator necessarily sees when Gods have a Sunder on it, but if anyone noticed, I'm a Gamer did pop the Sunder onto the Baba Yaga in her ultimate, which then I was one of the reasons why when little old Raijin decided to press abilities into it, that home was kind of falling down
Destroyed.
a little bit, not gonna lie. Kind of imploded. Just like some people's internet today.
My man, I'm a Gamer is out here being a home wrecker. You know, what's going on here? The Sunder definitely helped out. You know, the extra shielding that you get, and also don't you get a little bit of damage mitigations as well inside of that ultimate? I'm not really sure. I don't play Baba Yaga. I don't know Baba Yaga, but I would assume if you're a giant house running around, you can tend to probably take a little bit more damage than normal. So the Sunder definitely helps out and definitely takes down those shields. And you know, they got to be careful to kind of get caught out here, as those slows are going to try to take a toll. And a good little, I don't even know what you call that, a riptide, I guess, I think is what it is. Yes. But that was a good one. But
you get a shield of 160 plus 225% magic power.
Okay, so you just get a shield. You don't get,
a shield. Yeah, you don't get any extra HP. You just get the shield. You get the shield and you're CC immune, and you knock people back when you press it. Pretty good ability.
Not bad. You know, and let's not talk about the homing missiles come in whenever you drop them on the ground. How they just literally follow you if you're, you know, a little slowed. It kind of stucks. And so I think that combo with the Baba Yaga and a Yamoja, the Yamoja slows. Oh, you're taking every bit of damage coming in from that ultimate from the home sweet home. And so it's a good little combo to have there. And as we're looking into it, you know, Yamoja double already going in and getting that Lotus Crown online, which is, you know, really nice on Yamoja because, you know, you already get the shields from Yamoja, and then you get the little extra prots coming in from the Lotus Crown, which is always really nice. And then, you know, solo laners, a little bit different build paths as we see. Not build paths, but, you know, doing the Fighter's Mask versus the Bluestone, and then both of them going into the Mystical Mail. Right now, Pepsi Crossing doesn't have the Sundering Axe or a Warrior's Axe online yet. So it looks like that, you know, Bean Soup Bob's a little bit ahead of the build at the moment. I don't know how much gold they're actually sitting on, but I think that, you know, Pepsi probably should back here shortly and, you know, get what he needs to get, because it looks like that he's probably going to go for an early rotation because he's going into that, you know, shield magical defense. So they're definitely going to be playing around him a little bit more, and, you know, those rotations are going to be very, very key as we go towards this mid game. And but yeah, so I mean, as of right now, the way that everything's going, I think that Wobble is filling in and doing a really good job. It's just a little unfortunate, you know, got soloed by Crown Hound, no big deal. He's 3 levels down, but he's playing on her, so I'm sure that he's able to fight and claw and get his way back into this game. Crown Hound looking really strong onto this Rama, and I think that the difference between these games is definitely going to be the ADC play. Both solo laners we know are going to be able to duke it out. Lochte and Drunk Diplomat, both going to be really good mid laners. Same thing in the jungle. Jinx and Joke. I'm a Gamer double. Like, I think it's going to come down to which ADC is going to, you know, make that play whenever we come towards those fights. And because, you know, overall in general, I think that they're pretty evenly matched across the board. And, you know, it's super exciting to see how this game is exactly going to play out.
Exactly. We are opting to see that Crown Hound did go for the Odysseus's bow second item, which is I am not the quintessential ADC player.
Well,
but,
you know,
because I feel like if you just buy all the bows and then you get Silver Wrench and you do a lot of fun numbers. They are going to look for a purple buff invade here, but here's the entire squad.
Just a little bit off on the River's Rebuke, a little bit off, but it does look like that I'm a Gamer might be in a little bit of trouble with the big Riptide coming in from my boy Double, and he hits another one, but the team is not following up, but now they're pulling him in as a big ultimate coming in. Now MX Double is able to take down I'm a Gamer, and now this fight is starting to turn. Drunk Diplomat, they're looking in. This fight is changing for the side of Banana Clan as they're continuing the onslaught. Joked over here getting the double kill as he's continue. MX double might be in a little bit of trouble as he's continuing, and Wobble was able to secure the kill. That's exactly what he needs. And now it looks like they might just be on the retreat here. I don't know, but they might look for a re-engage. And Baba Yaga Lochte might be in a little bit of trouble, a little bit out of position here, but he is just going to try to run away. And a big blink cage. I don't know. He tried to stun him off of it. He got the stun. The home sweet home isn't able to get off enough. Bean Soup Bob, Lord of the Afterlife, taking down Wobble. And there's a lot going on here. But it does look like I don't see a situation where. I think he takes this fight here. I don't see a situation where Bean Soup Bob actually dies. So he might, I don't know. We're going to see 1v2. It's go time, big boy. And he's just going to walk away and, he's perfectly fine,
What even happened?
That's exactly the kind of fight that Banana Clan kind of needed, though. I mean, they committed a lot onto that Ganesh. There was nice riptides coming in from double there. But then they committed the Awilix, so okay, that's cool. But then, they threw so much into him at that particular moment that Banana Clan literally just turned because they were on full cooldown. So they literally just turned that fight for the better. And then they used a Rama Snipe, the Awilix ults. They used a lot just to burn down that Ganesh. And then, unfortunately, Banana Clan ended up having to get the numbers rotation. And they were able to pull him in there. And actually turned out really well for them, as now the game's more evened out. There's only a 30 gold difference right now, and now they're ahead. 9-6 in kills. Maybe get a little bit more pressure on the map. That's exactly what Wobble needed as well, because now he's only 1 level down instead of 3, 2.5, 3 levels. Junk did him out 1 level ahead. Joke 1 level ahead. Pepsi 1 level ahead. This is looking really strong for them right now, and if they can continue to push this note and continue to fight exactly like how they did, team fight around these objectives and try to outplay Overlords here, then I think they're going to have a really good shot of just blowing the top off of this game here shortly.
I would absolutely say so. I mean, that was a quintessential set of they were winning the fight until they weren't. They were winning the fight. They were doing really well. They picked off the Ganesh. They were doing really well, and then Drunk Diplomat jumped into the back line of the side of Overlord and just decided to press 4, and oops, they're dead now.
Yeah, that fight completely changed whenever he popped out the taiko drums, and now Pepsi might just try to get committed on here, and everything looks fine right now. It's Bean Soup Bob pretty pushed up right now, and that's a big Rivers Rebuke coming out, but unfortunately now they're just it's just a zoning go, but now there's an awkward use of ultimates here, as now everything's getting committed on. Now we do see the Odin Cage coming out, and Crown Hound might be in a little bit of trouble. Double super weak as well. Now Pepsi Crossing is able to take the kill and get him down. Joked with a big blink. Now coming in, and the whole sweet home is doing so much damage. As we do see, I'm a Gamer is probably about to fall to Bean Soup Bob. Nope, Lochte is able to get the kill here. And now we're in a 1v3. We're going on here. Joke super weak. Bean Soup Bob's able to take him down. And I don't know if they're going to continue it. They're not. Loxley's going to try to walk it away right now. It's still continuing. He's trying to go for the kill with Wobble and take him down. I don't know what's going on here, but he should have just walked away whenever he had the chance, but he didn't want to walk away. He wanted to go for the play, but here we are. Now, Gold Fury, Oni Fury, might I change? Oni Fury is being pulled here, and now I think they're just gonna try to leash it back and forth. While they, I don't know if you can leash this thing. There you go, trying to get that Oni shield. This is exactly, there we go. This is exactly what I was talking about. Banana Clan needs to get these big fights around objectives and just win the fights, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, they traded out everybody. It was a 5-for-3. And that's exactly what they needed. That is so huge, And so big team fight from Banana Clan. And awkward use of the ultimates, the taiko drums and also the Dormic pillars coming out super early. And then Joke uses his ultimate. I don't know what that ultimate is called, but Joke uses ultimate and starts clashing in, and all of a sudden they're just like, hey guys, we gotta commit, we gotta go. We have no ultimates, but let's just do it, and that's exactly what happened. They looked really good, and that was a pretty well executed fight post the Rivers Rebuke from Double, because after the waters closed, then that's whenever everything started to look good for Banana Clan.
This is true. In case you're wondering, it's called Piercing Moonlight, I believe.
Piercing Moonlight.
Let me check right here. Piercing Moonlight it is.
There we are.
So as we get
I don't want to say that.
Oh my god. Who hired this guy? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Anyways, they're gonna look for the pyro. I mean, Beansoup Bob, Mr. 11,000 damage, just over here. He's kind of doing all he can. It's gonna get caught here. They're gonna do a decent chunk of damage. Jinx is gonna knock up Epic Crossing. But
Dude, he does not want no smoke from that Odin. That's exactly what he ulted, or he hit him up with the knockup and decided, I'm not gonna ult that Odin. Like, you do not want those smoke.
Nope.
So as of right now, you know, Pepsi looking really, really strong on this Odin pickup. You know, has the Ansile, or some people say Anchile. I say Ansile. I don't know, it sounds better. But I gotta get the proper pronunciation of that. But Pyromets are just gonna be pulled and fall. Now Pepsi throws out the cage, and I would say a little prematurely, or maybe just a zoning ultimate, but now they get the home sweet home that's actually popping out for Lochte now. They don't have that for upcoming, and I think that they're going to go ahead and just look for this right side tower, as it looks like I'm a Gamer might be in a little bit of trouble. Oh my goodness, big numbies. And I looks like that Beansoup Bob kind of wants to make his way in. He wants a little bit in on the action. He wants some fun. Now it's just what it looked like was going to be a T1 tower for the side of Banana Clan. Now it looks like that Overlord wants to push the note and take it to them here. We have a 5-on-5 little death match on the right-hand side of the map over in Solo Lane.
What is left side of the map? I don't think it literally means anything to any of these teams right now.
No, this is an assault key right now. You know, one lane, just duke it out. We're gonna get going. It looks like they're able to secure their own blue buff here for the side of Banana Clan, and now it looks like that Overlords make their way over to the Fire Giant, but just trying to get some wards online, getting that Scorpion, so that way, you know, enhance their buffs, I guess, or, you know, whatever. They're not, for the side of Banana Clan, they're not going to be able to get those, as they're now looking for this mid T1 tower. It is just going to fall. I would hope so, and there we go. And, you know, that's a really good opening for Overlords there. You know, having that mid T1 tower, that is a lot of damage coming out, as Lord of the Afterlife is have to be used for Beansoup Bob, as Pepsi Crossing 2 levels ahead, putting on a clinic on this Odin pick. Super scary pick right now. Odin, really strong god. And as of right now, Banana Clan wants to pull this Fire Giant, or they want to try to bait as Lochte now just gives Ganesh a own. We love Ganesh as home sweet home, and the River's Rebuke is both forced out. And now Pepsi getting pulled in from the Awilix, and the whole team is now just going to try to commit, as now choked using, I don't know, the moonlight thing, as he's continuing going and trying to 1v1 in the back, as Crown Hound says, no sir, not today. And he's able to take him out and rolling out. I don't know what's going to happen here. Actually, he's just going to die to Pepsi. They're continuing the onslaught here. Banana Clan, 4 still standing, 4-on-3. They need to get in there, as I'm a Gamer is kind of left out to dry. And now Drunk Diplomat just dashed right in front of him, and he looks like that he might be in some trouble here. Wobble will try to get a little bit of peel happening. Pepsi is just running around 1 HP, still finding kills. I don't understand. He's still going. He's diving in the tower.
He's gonna die.
I don't. Pepsi.
What is even happening?
You know, I don't know.
That's the 6-0. I do more damage than you play. I mean,
yeah.
Pepsi's massive right now. I mean, I'm not surprised. Like, he's just going in and doing whatever he wants in these team fights. I don't know if anyone noticed, the pillar from Wobble did kind of mess up a few of the Banana players pretty funnily, but Beansoup Bob is going to get to steal away the blue buff. I'm sure he feels good about that one. I will say, literally, their solo laners are neck and neck, but the big disparity right now is the almost 17. Honestly, okay, Baba Yaga is 1-4, correct? But like, she's dishing out the damage right now. She has almost 17,000 damage in her back pocket right now for player damage. Overlord does secure the Gold Fury. The Dominant Pillars does not end up taking it out, unfortunately.
You know,
but
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, man.
Yes.
I'm a Gamer playing really well on this Ganesh pick. Granted, I don't think playing the elephant's that hard, but he's making it look good. And any time that Lochte is trying to dash out of an Odin cage, he literally just gets owned every single time. So if I'm Lochte, I'm like, dude, I'm not even gonna dash out of this Odin cage anymore. I'm literally just gonna ult, because like you just get it canceled out every single time. Like, I Am a Gamer is waiting for Lochte to just use his dash. That thing channels for like a million years. And as he's waiting, he's just going to ohm you. So might as well just pop the ultimate. If you get trapped inside that Odin cage, you better scream at your whole entire team. Y'all need to get in here now. Because it's not looking too hot. Or you just use the beads and you just dash out. But then now you don't have any beads. And so it's just one of those things. They're playing the matchup really well. And like I said, I like Banana Clan's draft a lot better. And we were saying this earlier. But as of right now, Overlords is playing the map better in general, in my honest opinion. They're not winning these team fights necessarily as hard, but whenever they do, they're playing the map a heck of a lot better. And a lot of that is Double with his shot calling. I know that Double has some pretty good calls here, but as we are seeing the Tygo drums being pushed out of here, and now Drunk is having to just find his way out of here. This fight is all kind of scrambled, and I don't even know, but Beansuit Bob might be in a little bit of trouble. His whole entire team is over by the Fire Giant pit, and he's completely by himself over in the solo side, as we are seeing that now. The Tsukiyomi ult doesn't hit anybody as they're going to continue, and now Crown Hound might be in a little bit of trouble, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Both carries leaping in. Double now trying to find his way out, and a good Riptide right into the Willix ult as Jinx Q is able to take out I'm a Gamer, who's literally just a punching bag for this Overlords team right now. And now, I mean, this is the what is it? The same song and dance is exactly what's been happening every single time. I mean, I'm a Gamer gets poked out and uses a punching bag, and then all of a sudden Banana Clan says, "Hey, don't punch our elephant," and then they go in and clean up the fight. So,
run in with their spears and pitchforks and drumsticks and all sorts of things, and just say, exactly, "No, that's my teammate. You're not allowed to touch him."
Nope.
It is as it is. We are seeing, I mean, there's a lot of big damage numbers coming out from both Loxy and Beansuit Bob, but unfortunately they're not able to pick anything up quite yet. Jinxie trying to go for something, but is not able to fully pick it up, unfortunately. Fire Giant has not gone down yet, I don't believe, unless I missed something, but...
Yeah, I'm really happy with how Wobble's playing right now.
I agree.
He started off a little slow. But whenever freight trains get going, they don't go from 0 to 100, really fast. They gotta kind of chug it up a little bit, get those motors going. So Wobble looking really strong right now, and these last team fights has been playing really well, and his positioning has been a little bit better, and he's actually been putting out a lot more damage numbers and so on and so forth. And now he's one of the first ones to actually hit level 20 that was on his team, and beating out the opposition. And so I mean, as of right now, he's looking really solid. And I was even saying that I personally feel like that whichever ADC shows up and decides that they're going to play, I feel like that's going to be how this matchup is going to go for both teams.
I will say I do think Loxy is doing the best that he absolutely can with the hand.
Sorry. Yeah, absolutely.
With the hand that he's been given, having to play a Baba Yaga into an Odin,
Ganesh, because they're literally hand in hand majority of the time, and any time that he traps that Baba Yaga inside the cage, he's just getting owned every single time.
Let me put it this way: as somebody who just played that matchup earlier today, played Baba Yaga into a Soul, Ganesh, XT, and Odin, miserable.
Yeah, I mean that's just you just get sat on,
Yeah, if everybody dumps their damage into you, then you don't exist,
And like the thing that I was also saying is Umoja I feel like struggles really hard into like heavy dives, right? Because there's not a whole lot of they don't have lockdown. There's not a whole lot that they're able to do. The way that Overlords is playing right now, they're playing a hell of a lot better than what I thought it was going to be, just off of the draft picks, right? And so I feel like that once a fight breaks out here, I mean it's hard. It's really hard for Umoja just to like peel. Besides once you use a River's Rebuke, it's just like that's really it. All you got to do now is just spam your 2. And other than that, that's really about it. You could bubble and all that other stuff, but the Omi just there's so much consumption from it. Like you use so much of it that it's like you got to decide: do I want to spam my 2 or do I want to spam my 1 in these team fights? As now Rivers are being forced out, and everybody's just going to be able to walk out cleanly. And now Pepsi, I mean, they're having a full commit here. Beansuit Bob is taking on a 1v3 right now. Gets pinned into the wall, and now Joked going in. Tycho Drum's doing a lot of damage as he's trying to clean it up and help him out. Joked is in there by himself as his team needs to follow up with what's going on here as Pepsi trying to jump in, hits a big Odin cage, and there's I'm a Gamer looking around. They're not able to really get anything else. Wobble just got to get in there and try to do a little bit of damage. He's looking for him, misses the impel. Their backline is frontlining right now for the side of Banana Clan. They got to be a little careful here as everybody for the side of Overlords is pretty poked out. But they're going to win the sustain battle with the side of the Umoja. And also, it's just a little difficult for them. They got to be really careful in this situation. Pop some heals from the Umoja, and now, they're ready to go. They're getting that stimmy. They're running around. They're looking for it. Beansuit Bob is on a headhunt as he looks, and now Drunk Diplomat has no escape, no way to get out. Aegis has been used. Now he's continuing, but Beansuit Bob might be in a little bit of trouble as now the Ganesha he's not able to really do anything else, but his whole kit was down anyway. Pepsi Crossing says, I could do that too, and now he's running at them 1v4. They're just going back and forth here. This is so weird to cast because now they're all backing. We're about 30 minutes into this game. These teams are like they're so even. It's just like there's no clear winner.
There's 9 gold difference. Oh wait, 390. Okay.
There is no clear winner of this game right now. I mean, we're 30 minutes in this game, and there's a 20 it's literally dead even. This is the most even in gold of a game that I've seen in a long time. And XP, it doesn't even matter besides support right now because essentially everybody's level 20. So that doesn't even matter. In gold, we're finishing off our builds right now. And it's just this entire game has just been a slap fest. And they've just been going back and forth, just duking it out. One team wins a team fight, another team wins a team fight. And right now, I don't even think the Fire Giant has been finished yet. I don't even think there's been a single Fire Giant pulled, right? I don't think any teams have
they
the Fire
pulled
Giant
it,
yet.
but they didn't take it.
Bro, right, that's what I'm saying. I don't think that a Fire Giant has been killed. As now Tycho Drum's coming out, Drunk Diplomat works out a lot of damage on the Crown Hound, and now just the Ohm in the backline for Jinx Q. He might be in a little bit of trouble, is using the beads to be able to jump out. The fight is completely scattered right now, as now Pepsi wants to try to go in, take the 1v1 with Beansuit Bob, and now the Fire Giant. EFG, might I add, we are 30 minutes past into the game. EFG now being pulled, a 4v5 for the side of Banana Clan. It favors them as they are pulling this right now. And the Wheelix ult, but a really good beast coming from Wobble, as now Jinx might be in a little bit of trouble. Big feather step, but good peel coming in, and a lot of damage being cranked out as Wobble does get the kill on the Jinx. That was a really solid bees usage coming out from right there, seeing that over the wall. And I mean, as of right now,
Fire Giant again.
We're back off Fire Giant. Now we're just pulling the Pyromancer. These teams have spent so much time on the right-hand side of the map.
Never mind.
And now, we've had 2 gold barriers being pulled and no Fire Giants. And now, like I said, we have EFG now, and here we are,
This is gonna be a banger of a set, ladies and gentlemen. That's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, I'm super happy to cast this one out with you so far. And we're only in game 1 right now. This is game 1. And both these teams are just mirror match. They're just looking really solid across the board. I think their counterparts are, it's all about who can outplay.
See, how I feel about this game is did you ever play the old game of hand tennis in middle school where you grab each other's hand and then you flip a hand over and you have to smack it whichever one first. That's how this game feels. Banana Clan is smacks him in the hand.
Who's gonna chicken out first?
Whack.
Who's gonna chicken out first? And we called that a little bit of a different game from where I'm from, but we're not allowed to say that on cap. So, but we're just gonna call it we're just calling it hand tennis, and but yeah, it's essentially who can take the most pain and who could dish it out better. And so, but as of right now, Rivers Rebuke coming out for MX double, and it's just I feel like they're not getting a lot of value out of this Umoja ult. A lot of the times they're just able to walk out, or they're able to jump out, and or they just go out the other way. It's just it's a little difficult, but hey, here we are. Umoja ults are hard to trap everybody in. You got to get it at the right, the right time. It's really hard to see the end of it. Where I get it, it's hard, but as of right now, EFG still needs to be pulled. This Fire Giant wants to be slain, and as of right now, Banana Clan probably, you know, a little bit too poked out right now. They're not winning the sustained war here, as everybody for the side of Overlords, full HP. And, you know, as of right now, they just got to be careful. They don't have any crazy sustain. And over on the right-hand side, we have Joke and we have Wobble. We got to be really careful here as Drunk Diplomat gets pulled. And now his beads are being forced as he is having to jump out. And another big pull coming in from Double. He's using these Riptides effectively. But now, big team fights breaking out as Pepsi might be in a little bit of trouble. And now the Banana Clan is on the retreat. Overlords are just taking it to them right now. And this fight is in a whole nother direction. There we go. And Bitsu Bob might be in a little bit of trouble. And they just keep going back and forth. This is so seesawy. I don't know.
There goes Pepsi.
And like,
always get pulled.
And using the wheel assault, and then now there's the River's Rebuke. Nobody able to get inside of it. Nobody gets trapped in, and there's no lockdown. They're just jumping around. I'm a gamer gets pulled. There's nobody there. Like,
what is even happening? I'm like in tears, being like, can these team fights go a little more cleanly so they're easier to make sense of? Because everyone's just kind of like,
I feel like they're just so evenly matched.
What's happening is they're walking at each other with like their elbows attached to their sides and just like trying to smack each other with their hands, but none of them can reach. So they're all just kind of like smacking each other a little bit, and nobody's really dying.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like the way that this is going, it's literally just like it's so like seesaw, like teeter-totter. Like it's literally, hey, we're gonna push you to your T2 tower. Okay, now we're gonna push you to your T2 tower. Okay, we're gonna push you to. We're gonna back and forth and back and forth. Oh, hey, we're gonna kill one of you, or we're gonna kill two of you. Hey, don't do that. We're gonna kill one of you now. Like it just keeps going, and these fights are so prolonged, and like it's good for the side of Overlords because they have the better sustain, but
they do.
And like, but the unfortunate thing about it all is that, you know, with Banana Clan, like they gotta get their footing. They gotta get their footing in these fights, and I feel like some like poorly timed dashes or like abilities, I feel like they're not on the same page on some of these fights. But for the most part, if they could just kind of clean this up a little bit, because I feel like that right now they have the better draft, and I feel like that as of right now they're coming to play better. Like overall across the board, I feel like the Banana Clan's playing a little bit better, and if they could just find their footing in their team fights with their backline and being able just to, you know, cast, I wouldn't say freely, but like if Wobble and Drunk could just find their footing and actually live a little bit longer in these team fights and not get poked out, I feel like they would be in a really good spot.
I feel like one of them has had to back during the beginning of a team fight, and Banana Clan is still winning all these team fights.
Yeah, they just continuously get poked out, and then we just repeat the same cycle, you know, or one of them comes in late, and we repeat the same cycle. So, but as of right now, like we're 36 minutes in the game. Somebody's got to step up. Somebody's got to make a play, you know. And so right now we're gonna see what's about to happen here. That does look like that now. I'm a gamer getting poked out just a little bit, but he should be just fine, you know, with that sovereignty passive and so on and so forth. And looks like he is just gonna back here, and you know, he's getting his back canceled because Pepsi is hitting the XP camp, and he has a compassion. That's why I don't buy that item. I legitimately don't buy that item.
Tough.
I actually hate it because, like, if you have a god that needs blink, you essentially can never blink on anybody in a team fight because your teammates are just getting whopped. So, anyway, going out now. The Rivers are being forced out, and a Wobble gets caught out, sought out, and back to the fountain you go. And now Drunk uses the taiko drums. Nobody else around, but now Big K's coming in, and he gets pulled from Jinx. And now they're just going to have to commit. They got to go in right now. And as we said, Lochte gets locked inside of that ultimate in the fights. We have two different fights breaking out right now. You have I'm a Gamer and Drunk Diplomat on the right-hand side, Pepsi and Joked on the left-hand side. And as of right now, Lochte, it's a lot of damage being cranked out there. And oh my goodness, Drunk. And now he's just going to die. Now Lochte is falling down. Pepsi crossing, gets sniped from across the map from Crown Town.
We finally see a fire giant, Ducky.
I think we finally see an EFG getting pulled and probably slain and finished off, and it's EFG. So if there's a fire giant that you want, this is the one. And so I don't know if Banana Clan is going to return with a Gold Fury, but I think that's what they're going to try to do. And as we see Jinx Q over in the mid lane, I don't know if he knows that they're going to be pulling that, but Banana Clan is just going to try to do something, try to get some gold for those guys that are sitting in Fountain and be able to get that. Overlords 100% can push over on this right-hand side with just Crown Hound and double, I believe, is just there. And that's exactly what's going to happen. They're able to take that down. Excuse me. And still, as we speak, you know, we bring you guys live to the action over on the Primal Fury. I'm getting updates that it's at a quarter HP, and they're still on it right now, a minute and a half later. And now the Primal Fury is finally slain by the Banana Clan.
Yeah, you know, they tried to get the stuff after the stuff. They said, okay, you guys took the EFG, we'll take the Primal Fury, and we're going to try and defend. Interesting to note that the Draugr is still not taken.
I don't think it's been taken at all.
I don't believe it's been taken at all. Unfortunate. I think that buff is broken. Just kidding. They're going to choose to go over towards the left side. They're going to start to group up on the left tower, which I agree. It's really low. Now, are they going to suit towers? They're going to go directly for this left Phoenix.
You know, I would personally, you know, you'd like to get these towers out of the way, but like the way that this game's been going, honestly, dude, just go for Phoenix. Just go for Bert. just kind of run it there, right? Or you can do a little bit of both. As Beansoup Bob now split pushing and taking over that mid-side T2, as that thing is just gonna fall. I mean, all you need is an Osiris, and he could just face tank the whole entire thing. It doesn't even really matter. And as now we see Pepsi blink ulting in, and now the fight's completely separated. That's a big Rivers Rebuke coming out. Jinx Q really weak. Now Joke is actually re-engaging, going back in. Jinx able to clean up the kill onto him, and now Beansoup Bob wants to go ham, slip and slide it, and Loxy's able to get the kill onto Drunk Diplomat. And now Wobble about half of his HP away from a potion bomb, and now Beansoup Bob's able to secure the kill on the Pepsi Crossing. And oh my goodness, I think that this might just be game unless Wobble and I'm a Gamer can just pull something out of their hat. And he's sitting in Fountain. You gotta get out there, buddy. You gotta get in there. Jinx Q's trying to zone him off, and it looks like that Overlords is gonna take game one of this set. 40 minutes and 9 seconds. Are you ready for this set?
This is gonna be a long one, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So let's break that down a little bit as I get everyone their channel points for the prediction that nobody decided to vote for. Unfortunate. I will do this to give you some screenshot time as well. Honestly, the thing I will say is there was a lot of things that happened. Well played to both teams. I mean, it was very, very back and forth. They won team fights. They didn't win team fights. They won team fights. They didn't win team fights. They threw something. They did not. I think it was a very, very good engage from Pepsi. I think that really was like that was kind of pretty much a really good setup. The thing that I don't know if people notice was that when in the final fight, Joke ended up flying over to the Wheelix, who was in the middle of 3 of her teammates. And just got absolutely blown up when he got there. Oh, yeah. So that does tend to happen, unfortunately. It is what it is. But I think this is going to be, I believe in predictions it was a 3-game set. I don't think it'll be any much different than that, to be quite honest. Just with how game 1 went, it was very, very back and forth, very much. It could have gone either way. There were some good stunts from Crown Hound. There were some good ultimates from Drunk. Both sides played really well. I think it's going to be yeah, that's kind of awesome. Sorry, I'm like trying to talk and switch game stuff over and do things. And trying to get everything all set and good to go, and making sure that they decide to tell me what side they're on, because usually people don't like to tell me. Oh wait, did it stop casting my screen? It did. Apologize, it should have done this. There we go.
There we are.
Alright. And we should be seeing this. We are going to see if Banana Clan does opt to go for first pick or not.
Man, I think I need to get some water after that. My voice is a little Well, so let me go get some water real quick. I'll be right back. Phoenix, you can take it from here. Mr. King Casts.
I will win peace by force.
Let the hunt
Where are you
begin.
going?
All right, everyone, we should be back and good to go. Apologies, my OBS decided to crash. I'm not quite sure why, but it is what it is. So we're already a little bit through picks and bans. I should have probably waited until the game was already over, or the picks and bans are already over, but we shall
Take pleasure in the crushing
see.
of
I'm not
one's
quite sure
enemies.
why it's been doing this to me. They're going to give Baba Yaga over to the side of Loxy. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it worked game 1, probably is going to work game 2 as well. Pele is hovered. Whether it's going to be locked in or not, I do not know. We'll see if Jinx decided to lock it in. It does not lock in the Pele, but locks in the Bastet instead. And then we have an answer to that Bastet with a Zhang Kui locked in from the side of Banana Clan.
I'm really interested to see on how, like, first pick Terra for Overlord. I know Double likes to play the Terra and stuff like that, but I mean, do you think that Banana Clan would take that away? I don't think they banned it in game 1, correct? And so I don't know. It's definitely interesting, but for the side of Banana Clan, they do have Sol Yamoja, Hachiman, the Ravana Zhang Kui to round it out. And I mean, again, I don't really know whose draft I actually like more. I like Overlords. They still decided to go with the sustain with the Terra instead of the Yamoja. But the Bastet pickup, a little questionable on my end. But I do think that Bastet's able just to kind of blow somebody up. But my biggest question is for the Zhang Kui on, they got to make sure that they handle the Zhang. And, if they, once again, not the most extreme lockdown in the world. They do have Terra, which is good. Artemis has a little bit of CC in her kit as well with that big ultimate. I think Terra Artemis is going to be really strong. I could actually already see these team fights going with like a Blink Terra ult, and Artemis ult, and also with the Kakala coming in and doing his thing. I think the team fighting wise, I do like Overlord's draft a little bit better so far. And Banana Clan, not too bad, not too shabby. If they want to continue to, right now it's lose or just lose. It's win or
Win or go home.
Well, I would say go home, but we're week 5. But right now you gotta get this win to go on and play another game and go into a game 3. And so with the way that it's looking, I do like Overlord's draft. Last game I was talking about how much I like Banana Clan's draft. And how I feel like that they had a better draft in general, but as of right now, this is it is what it is. The team that I didn't like the draft ended up winning the game, so here we are. So maybe because I don't like Banana Clan's draft as much, maybe Banana Clan is able to pull out the win. Go into a game 3, and we're here for an hour and a half, 2 hours.
It's true. We are gonna see how this game does go. We lost a lot of viewers, unfortunately. I think with the restart and things didn't work, unfortunately. All right, get started here. Into game 2. Kind of everything as standard. Interesting to note that Loxy is not deciding to opt for a stacking item on Baba Yaga. I think it's the first time I've seen it in a long time.
Oh my goodness. he just healed back up the damage off that Vampiric Shroud proc. That was actually kind of nuts to see that early. But, they're both mid laners trying to duke it out, poke each other a little bit. As we do see over on the side for Overlords, they do have a little bit of pressure over in this duo lane for this Yamoja Hachiman. Kind of interesting to see is enough. You don't really think that... excuse me. You always think that, it's not going to be the most Whoa, okay. There we go. That was a little weird for me. But here we are. So, as of right now, I mean, Bean Soup Bob might be in a little bit of trouble as Pepsi. Doing all that he
Does
can
Bob
with
die
this
here?
John Quee. I don't know. I don't think he does. But that's a good amount of he's not chasing you no more, Bobby. But you know, interesting enough to see the John Quee. And as of right now, we do see Joked coming in for a gank over on the duo side. Crown Town definitely has to be a little bit careful. Big blink coming in, and now the Artemis has no way of getting out. Is now Joked able to get the first blood for Banana Clan as they're trying to take this into a 3-game set, as we all know and love. Oh, excuse me. I had to get some. Had to take in some water here. Drunk tip of my pretty poked out from this old Baba Yaga, but now using the ability. So I want you to talk to me a little bit about this, Phoenix, because I know Mr. Mid Laner himself. Whenever you're over in the mid lane and you're clearing the waves and stuff like that, like is there times where you're like, you know what, I'm not gonna hit this whole wave. I'm just gonna go for a kill, or I'm just gonna try to poke them out a little bit, have them take some wave aggro. Because I mean, right there, Lochte just completely ignored the wave and like half health drop. So I just like, is there like a time where you're like, you know what, I'm gonna half health this guy for like no reason,
So typically, what I like to look at is if it depends on what kind of timers we have, right? So if we know that their red's about to come up, for example, and I can get this soul to half HP, so she can no longer fight. Bob looks like he's gonna go in. He's just gonna get taken out fairly quickly.
Yeah, that was a hello and goodbye.
Yeah, that was the drive-by attempt. It didn't work out, but we do try for those. It's for Soul, it's a little tougher because she heals for so much with her 1 a lot of the time. So she drops her 1, she heals for a pretty significant amount. I mean, she's I believe, I'm not exactly sure on the numbers on it quite. Here, 25% of missing health over 5 seconds. So she gains a quarter of her HP back, or a quarter of what's missing. Sorry. Back. So the lower she is, the more she heals, which is good. We are going to see a little bit of damage thrown out onto Loxy, but it's not quite enough. Does land a Stellar Burst. It's not enough to do quite anything. Bastet does jump in. Believe burns the ultimate, yes. And unfortunately, it's not much to do about it.
I'm not the biggest fan of Bastet, but I think if anybody can make it work, I definitely think it's old Jinx Q. One of the guys that it's actually 2 of the people. Actually, I think 3. 3 of those people that are on this team were previously Game Changer Odin players with Double and Jinx and Bean Soup Bob, and so that team was horrible that season. Might I add, that team was really bad. But now with the way this Overlord team is looking, really strong, just overall in general, and definitely with having Lochte, and is Crown 3rd normal ADC? Who do they normally have?
I believe it is Archer. Their main ADC, but they also have Maestro. So I believe
Dude,
Maestro
they're
is playing the earlier games, and Archer's playing the later ones. I believe. I'm not sure exactly what the situation is. But yeah, I still think that if we played one, if Maestro makes it to finals, we should play one game on a U-Ping just to see that man frag. Because if anyone's seen any of his compilations that he's done of duel and conquest and ranked and things, that man is an absolute animal. Loxy's a little bit pushed out here, but is not going to.
He'll be all right. He's Loxy.
Yeah.
But with the way that like they're pretty deep in the ADC pool, as I would say, over on Overlord with with Crown, with Maestro, and with who was the other one that you had said? It was Archer. Yeah, like what? It's so good. But overall, it's a really good picks up for them, and they obviously have their depth in ADC, and I think that everywhere else, they have really solid high end players. And so for Banana Clan here, Definitely want to, playing with the sub with Wobble over there, and Drunk not playing his normal role with playing over in ADC. It's definitely a little bit of a change for them. But I mean, looking the way that it did that last game, you wouldn't really even notice. But there comes a question of, this isn't discrediting Wobble in any way, shape, or form, but how would you imagine that Banana Clan would have played if they had Packet in playing? Because like Packet's a really solid mid laner for them, and overall in general, like I know that they mesh a little bit better. As they're having to role swap a couple of people, play Wobble, because Wobble was normally the jungling for a lot of the season and stuff like that, and now he's just coming in playing ADC, and they and then they put Drunk over in mid, and like it's a little different, and so like I think
here.
Yeah. He's gonna be really careful, as now the ultimate is popped. I don't really know. He's gonna be really careful here, as now a lot of his HP is being taken away, and a big ultimate coming in from Double. And now the River's Rebuke is being forced out, and I think that WoW was just able to walk away. But that was, that was a little questionable for me. But they actually almost got the kill off onto him.
That's when you wish you had the ROM snipes in order to pick off the rest of the kill. I mean, it's unfortunate he didn't get taken down. He's doing a lot of player damage, but it does almost turn that more in favor. But as you say that, they're going to go on to Crown Hound here. Joked is in. Oh, but
He's going to be
slow.
Really careful.
They do get out, yes. Good CC.
Both ADCs. Both ADCs faced with, life or death situations already this early, and both being saved by their jungle and solo.
All right, Overlord is going to win. That's my prediction, because Loxy built Divine Ruin first. He's my new favorite laner. Sorry, Munchie, I love you, but Loxy has the win now.
Very nice. Okay, a little bit of style. A little bit of a style points there, as a big stun coming in from Double is.
It's not quite enough.
Yeah, but say they're not really going to be able to do anything with that Desaparate coming in from Soul. Now it looks like that Crown is just trying to quarter bait, trying to get him out here, but between him and Wobble, they're just going to be duking it out over in this ADC lane. Now Double might be in a little bit of trouble, as oh my goodness, is that an ultimate that chunks or what? Is now Jinx Q rotating in, big mass damage, and oh my goodness, they're able to get the kill in a blink of an eye. Their HP is just gone from what you had seen, and my goodness.
That Jinx rotation was glorious. He just comes in, pops all his abilities, jumps in, and oops, there's a lot of people dead now.
Oh,
and
very much so.
It does look like he wants to go for this Hachi. He's often not going to go for it. It's going to go for something else instead. I still have to figure out why every single time when I go into Spectator and I change all of my HUD around, and then I restart my game, and then I come back in, and then it doesn't work. And it's now reverted back to what I had before. Not quite sure why. It's a little weird. Let's just say that Crown Hound is going to get stunned out.
Oh my goodness, Crown Hound!
2 kill!
Oh no! Oh no!
No shot!
No!
I think he had like 15 HP.
Oh
that
my
man
goodness.
is. I apologize for missing that. I had to scratch. That was a head scratcher right there. Beatsu Pub does get caught out in the enemy jungle. Does try to go for speed buff invade. Does not get it, unfortunately. But I think Bob's just having a game today. But that was a good turnaround by Crown Hound.
Absolutely. And unfortunately, I'm a gamer. Hit him with that thunder and tried to double bubble. The double bubble trouble. But
he almost killed him too.
Yeah, he was so close. He literally was so close. He was right there. I think he was one more thunder away from dying. But unfortunately, Crown able to live in that situation. And, a good counter rotation coming in from Jinx Q. And I believe Double was there as well. So, really solid for them. It's definitely what you like to see. And so, I mean, as of right now, over on the left-hand side, I don't know if they're exactly wanting to bait around this Gold Fury or exactly what Banana Clan's going to want to do here. But this game is looking exactly like how he did in game one. we have there's a lot going on over here. Phoenix, I need you back. And but anyway, so as they're trying to dive in, Wobble now is having to force to use the ultimates. A lot has just been used just now, and oh my goodness, the HP from the Terra ult and the home sweet home. My goodness,
Pepsi.
Jinx Q. Yeah, here we go. Here comes Pepsi incoming. No beads available for him, but he is just going to try to use the ultimate. And oh my goodness, he's just coming in. I don't really know what's going on. Big knockout coming in from Bean Soup Bob, but I'm a gamer. Just completely walls him off and takes it away that fight. He said, no, sir, you're not allowed to. But now it looks like that Joke wants to get the kill on the Jinx Q. And he's going in and now. Oh my goodness, Joke is able to. I think he got juked by old Jinx Q right there. He expected him to go over that wall, but he didn't go, and unfortunately, Joke does fall. 2-2-2 for this Ravana so far, and I mean, at the moment, you know, I'm really liking the way that Jinx is playing this Bastet pick, and I was saying, I didn't necessarily like it, but you know, here we are. Whatever things I don't like usually tends to be good.
I will say about Bastet, though, I feel like if your team isn't ready for a Bastet pick or to play against a Bastet pick, it can definitely catch you in surprise early, which I think is what's happening. I think they're not respecting the Bastet damage or the Bastet flanks for her to just jump in and do a lot of damage and kind of one-shot someone pretty much at this point in the game.
You know,
I don't see too many Bastets, so I don't know if she falls off that hard anymore, though. I'm not quite sure.
She still hits fairly hard, as I will say. I mean, I hate Bastets. There's like a few assassins that I hate across that class, one of them being Bastet. And also, I mean, with like the Guardian tab, you got Ganesh and like Kabrakan. Those are the two guys that I really don't like. But like, and then Hunter definitely is not 100%. But like, looking at these guys, it's just like, it's just one of those things to where it feels like very pub stompy, you know. And oh my goodness, Lochte, my man, that's a lot of damage there, buddy. We're gonna need to regulate it.
Pepsi Crossing just almost half health Crown Hound, and he has 200 physical protections with his build right now, and did so much damage. Jean Kui is pretty fun and engaging character.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just, you know, it is what it is. But you know, as of right now, we see Jinx 2.5, 3 levels ahead from Joke right now. I don't really know exactly how far ahead he is, but doesn't trap anybody inside. I would love to see a Rivers Rebuke that actually works this game, because as of right now, it hasn't really been it. Home Sweet Home coming out, and now, oh my goodness, Double just takes so much damage coming in from Pepsi. As now Tusky's trying to put in some work right now. As Bean Soup Bob's able to get the kill. Jinx Q. And now Overlords is just completely mopping the floor with Banana Clan right now. They're sending him to the gray screen. Bean Soup Bob, he still wants more. Drug Diplomat is next on the menu as Wobble is trying to Horsey see, Horsey go. Get out of there, buddy. As now Double is looking to try to get onto him now. Bees are forced to use, and now it looks like the Banana Clan just got the floor wiped with them. And now Fire Giant in sight for Overlords right now, as that is a clean 5-0 sweep for them.
You hate to see it. I mean, Wobble tried running away, and he ran directly into a wall and just wouldn't let him turn. His turn radius was not. His turn radius was like my minivan. Unfortunately, the turn radius was not good enough, and it does end up messing with his pathing a little bit. Oh, jeez, you unfortunately just got knocked up by the Fire Giant.
I'm a gamer. Gotta be really careful as he's going in, and he might just get this kill onto him, and they're gonna be really careful as now he's in a little bit of trouble as now they're just gonna return kill on him. This Fire Giant is so weak at locks, he still wants it, but now they're gonna go ahead and get off. We're 15 minutes into the game. Their death time is worth for that long Jinx Q. Oh my goodness, is gonna fall to Joke. Now he just 3-1 now on this Bastet, and Loxy gotta be really careful here as what's going on now. Drug's chasing him down, and oh my goodness, the damage. I don't know if he needed the ultimate there, but Drug Diplomat's able to secure the kill on the Lochte. And, you know, Banana Clan sniffed that one out. They knew where they were going, and in all reality, they didn't have they didn't have the highest of death timers, so and as of right now, Crown Hound got to be really careful, trying to make a defense push for this. Oh my goodness, you know we love the stellar burst damage there because oh my goodness, it just does so much. It's literally just like a quarter of his HP, and so but yeah, I mean as of right now, I think that if Overlords didn't have the health threshold that they had going into that fire giant, I think that they definitely take it and that they would be able to fight whoever would show up. But it's such an early call, and fire giant just hurts so much. And you know, right now, I mean, that's just it is what it is. And so, but man, I as of right now, are you? Well, hold on. Okay. There we go. I'm a gamer in a little bit of trouble as now. I mean, we're gonna see this Primal Fury is almost available now, and you know, as of right now, I'm not really sure exactly what Overlords wants to do. They're hovering around this left side. You know, whether or not they actually want to look for a pick, as now it looks like that Jinx was trying to go in onto this Umoja, onto I'm a Gamer, and you know, they just have a lot of the heals, and they could be really careful. As now Binsu Bob coming in and able to, Jinx Q is able to get the kill with the tick, and now just he wants more. Go get him, Dylan. He's going in.
He's going for
and,
it.
as of right now, I mean, this tower should just fall. Yeah, like a hot knife through butter. And as of right now, I mean, Gold Fury is being pulled by Crown Hound as now Double making his way over to start tanking this thing. And I think that I don't even know exactly what's going on. I mean, Beansuit Bob was kind of zoning them off a little bit, but now Jinx Q kind of paying a little bit of attention to them, and as of right now, they're just able to walk away, and it looks like that the left side T1 tower is the call for the side of Overlords, and you know, they got to be really careful here.
I mean, they are leaving Fire Giant exposed, but there is no vision over on the Fire Giant side, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, never mind. I lied. Oh, boy.
A little bit, not much.
Realized that I may have done a dumb. Okay. All right. We may not have had minion or word vision the whole game. Oops. Anyway. So we're going to see I'm a Gamer does get the stun onto Loxy as well. Lots and lots of damage. We do see the Spirit Desolation from the Umoja again today. I think it's the second time we've seen it today. Seems like it has... I may have... You know... Sometimes we can't win them all, friends. That's just how it is. I'm sounding like Bob Ross now. Loxy looks to me... Actually,
we're going to paint a happy cloud.
But we're gonna paint some happy little trees, everyone. I have been actually watching a lot of Bob Ross recently. And that's
dude, Bob Ross, best ASMR. Chat, let me put you on something real quick. If you don't know about Bob Ross and you can't fall asleep, just watch some Bob Ross. Get some ASMR in there for you. As now Pepsi Crossing might just be going to sleep as he's gonna be hitting the gray screen. As that was a lot that was used, and he tried to force out the ultimate. And now Beansuit Bob, hello, yo, he's just putting in some work over in the mid lane. I'm a Gamer, super
zoning
weak.
three
Force
people
them back, and yeah, I mean he's just kind of doing his own thing. It's
but he
just,
stopped their back so that they can get Fire Giant.
Yeah, I mean it looks like that's exactly what's going on here. 3 people on the Fire Giant now. We're 19 minutes into the game. They got to try to burn this thing as much as they can, and you know I don't think they have the most objective burn in the world. But right now, I mean, it's looking good. You know, they got it, and they're gonna secure. Nope, never mind. They're not secure with a Baba Yaga jump. Thank you, Double, for doing your supportly duties. I do appreciate you.
I do believe Crown Hound is going to be backing for a Silver Branch Bow here, so that's going to be a big up in his damage for at least a little bit, especially when he builds his next item. 39. So when he pops his 2, he has 39 stacks on the, or 34 stacks. Apologies.
34, yeah.
Well, because it was 39 when he left base. With the little speed buff, I believe. No, they don't have pyro. Never mind. I don't know. I'm losing it.
It's okay. But anyway, so I mean, regardless, it's going to be a nice little extra power spike there for him. As we do see the ADCs. I mean, he still has to get his Atalanta's bow, because I know that Atalantis is another like really good build, another really good item, shall I say, for the side of the ADCs. And right now, it looks like that they're kind of splitting up a little bit. And Lochte is still trying to get his stacks online, as he did go Warlock Staff, 4th item actually. on this Baba Yaga. And have 66 right now. Looking pretty solid. Now, Pepsi, definitely got to be a little careful here as this Zhang Kui might just look to get melted and absolutely decimated. And the Baba Yaga home sweet home. Bean Soup Bob's able to take him down as a transformation. Now in comes the Berserker, and he's coming in. He's looking hot. And mid-side T2 Tower also looking to fall here from this Jinx Q Bastet. 4-on-1 right now, looking really solid for him. And you know, mid T2 Tower does fall as well. Another big blink ult coming in as Wobble might be in a little bit of trouble with Bean Soup Bob going in for the hunt. And I mean, these backlines are just like, they're in so much fear right now with the way that these guys are playing. I mean, Overlord is really just taking it to them. The front line is just absolutely putting on a clinic right now. And so, I mean, Crown Hound going absolutely nuts on this Artemis pick right now. And this mid Phoenix should fall as well if they do play this well enough. And honestly, they're just going to heal back up. Maybe go for this left side T2 Tower. I mean, might as well, you know, stay as long as you like. Take what you need. You know, as of right now, Banana Client's just kind of letting them do whatever they want, and there's not a whole lot of restriction on the opposition. So, as Jinx Q is now just kind of looking for a pick. I don't really know if he's going to be able to kill this Yamojo over in the mid, but he is kind of head hunting right now, and he's completely by himself. So he's definitely got to be careful there. And
yeah, 16k or more in hand by almost the entirety of Overlord. So they're going to spend their gold, get a decent chunk of items into themselves. Interesting so that Baba Yaga, honestly, I do think Drunk has had a little bit more damage impact to this game. I think he was having a little bit more teamfight presence with the Raijin, I think. I just don't think he's necessarily been able to get much done. I think he's kind of been blown up a little early in this fight, but is still putting up the damage numbers, is doing mid-lane things.
It could also just be like part of the poke war, right? I mean, like you poke them out early, but as far as like whenever you get into those team fights, I mean, the Baba Yaga is able to do a lot, you know, with these cooldowns. Actually, never mind, he has like no cooldown. But with his kit that he has on this Baba is like, I mean, it just hits so freaking hard, you know. And so it's definitely one of the things that they got to be really careful of is that you just can't let Baba get a home sweet home off and just crack your backline for a bunch of damage, because that's kind of what happened that last time. That he dashed and jumped towards the back and then literally just popped ult. And now it looks like that I'm a gamer trying to clear out these fire minions by himself on the right hand side of the map, all the way up to the fire giant pit. And Jinx Q is like, "No, buddy, that ain't happening. Sorry." It just hasn't paid for it.
I mean,
I'll be honest with you, man. If Banana Clan keeps playing this way, I mean, this game's gonna be over in like 25. Yeah, but we'll say 27, 28 minutes at the most. But if they don't find their footing, they're gonna be really careful. But right now, the joke trying to go in is Jinx try to bite off a little bit more than he can chew, as he is just gonna get sent to the gray screen. And now 54 seconds for his timer, as both Phoenixes are down or on the right-hand side and the middle. And now it looks like they're looking for a re-engage over in the mid lane. Banana Clan pushing up just a little bit. And as of right now, Fire Giant spawning back up here shortly as now double dashes in. And now there's a lot being used, and he gets off the ultimate from the Terra. And now I'm a gamer who just got back is now dead inside the rights as well. Home sweet home being popped out as Lochte is now, they're all grouped up and he's trying to go to town. A bunch of Aegises are being used, and ladies and gentlemen, if this continues and they win this fight, this could just be game. Oh my goodness, Lochte is a madman. There's blood in the water. I don't really know what's about to happen. He's got to be really careful. Wobble just got rooted in place. Bean Soup Bob was the victim of Drug Diplomat. Oh my gosh, Lochte, you gotta be careful there, buddy.
Careful, my dude.
Shut down.
Oh my goodness,
big
fire
shutdown
minion
gold
waves
over onto
pouring into the Titan.
Onto Drunk Diplomat from Crown Hunt. I guess the call is for Loxy to end the game and just try and toss as much damage as humanly possible in, but oh, actually no, he's gonna go get the Phoenix and end up getting out. No pun
Oh my
intended.
goodness. And they're spending so much time. If Lochte could just buy some time, it looks like that Jinx Q might just go for the end. He's pushing up the mid Phoenix right now, and this is exactly what's happening. Lochte's just buying some time, and now Jinx Q trying to dive in and go for the end. And oh my goodness, what is happening now? He's not able to get it. The Titan health resets. And then Lochte just backs back to face. That's so unfortunate. Oh my goodness, he wasn't able to get it done. What in the world is going on? This is absolute madness. Okay, so as of right now, as the way that we're looking at it, Jinx Q, who literally just spawned and walked right up mid lane and said, we're going to go for this in, was so close, but unable to get it as a Titan health resets. But Titan isn't able to actually regen right now as the Phoenixes are still down. Not all three of them are back up. And now Fire Giant being pulled once again by Double and Crown Hound themselves. With Lochte back out from the fountain. He's ready to go. And, as of right now, I think they're sending Lochte on zoning duty as he's running out over there. Or if they just want to push straight up towards the mid lane, and they're going to wait for Jinx. And now Jinx has the Fire Giant on top of him. And, wave management is going to be so key for Banana Clan here. They definitely got to be really careful and be able to defend their buffs, or not defend their buffs, defend their, they got to kind of take a fight up to them. They can't just let them walk in, because if that's the case, then this game is just as good as over. It's really weak. And now I'm a gamer just gets absolutely obliterated right now, and now the Supernova Crown Hound is super weak as Joke's able to take him out. And now Beansuit Bod looks like he might be on a rampage. Big home sweet home. And now, oh my goodness, the side of Banana Clan, they look so weak, and Wobble is just gonna fall more than half of his HP and about 2 abilities. And then Jinx just ran straight up the mid lane and said, I'm gonna do it again, and takes the game. That is set, ladies and gentlemen. Overlords takes it 2-0. What in the world?
My goodness. What a set, man. Like, I don't even. That was a set to watch. I'm really glad that set was casted. I think that's definitely a set for the YouTubes. Beansuit, please put it on there. But dang, that was a good one. Lots of good plays from both teams. I mean, Joke ended up doing a lot of stuff in the late game team fights. Did a lot of damage to the Artemis. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough, and Jinx just ran all the way down mid lane and took the Titan. Wow.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That 40-minute back and forth slapper, I was expecting the same exact thing, and I was expecting Banana Clan to come out and just throw hands and just get ready for that game 2 and light a fire under their butts, and just really take it to them. But whenever I was bashing the Bastet pick, I was bashing it. I was like, I don't like it. But you know what, Jinx? Hats off to you, my favorite Brit. Much love to you, my brother. You played it well. That whole Overlords team, you guys played amazing. Absolutely, it was an amazing game 2. Definitely had control of the map, and I mean, that's what we like to see. Game 1, super interesting, and I literally had to go get water to in between the games because my voice was just shot from casting that game 1. But overall, in general, it was a nice 2-0 victory for the side of Overlords. Lochte I feel like we talked a lot about Lochte with his Baba Yaga because, my goodness, what damage. We literally saw Wobble just get absolutely incinerated on that last fight, which was terrifying to say the least. But Banana Clan, a little bit of roster changes. Giving in some subs. Paco wasn't able to come in and play. I still think that they stepped up and took it to them. And like I said, game 1, we were at a 40-minute, 9-second slapper. This game, Overlord kind of put their foot on the gas a little bit and wanted to get us over with. So, but overall, in general, I think that both teams played really well. Some things that you could definitely take away from both sides. You could learn from it. And overall, in general, this was a big matchup. Right now, that I don't know what that improves Overlord's record, but for Banana Clan. That puts them at 1-4, but they were tied for like third or fourth, I believe, right?
I believe, yes.
They were tied for like third. And so like this is going to kind of shake things up a little bit. Overlord's playing really solid, and I'm excited to see them moving forward and how this is going to work out for them. Banana Clan still going through a little bit of growing pains, but nothing really too crazy. Joke's still looking strong. Same thing with Pepsi and Drunk. Wobble filled in and did a really good job for him as well. And so hats off to them for that. And are we doing an interview with Crown here? Is that what's going on? Crown just joined us. Didn't say anything. Hi. I'm sitting here about to wrap up this cast, and all of a sudden I get the Tusky himself joining in on us here.
What's that? Yo, I got boards with everybody's name on it.
All right. Well, anyway, let's finish this up then, because I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna disconnect him. Anyway, so thank you so much to everybody that tuned into the set. I don't know why Crown decided that he wanted to join, but much love to everybody. That's gonna wrap up week 5 of the Valhalla League. Overlords versus Banana Clan. Overlords takes the set 2-0, and they could have definitely gone either way. But as always, it's a pleasure casting with you, Phoenix. And I'm Blubber Ducky. We got Phoenix that was working the camera, and also the chair 2 in the cast with me, as we did have a triple header today as far as casting 2 sets and playing in a set today. So we had a busy day today. If there's any casters that want to get in on this, please DM Sleepy or DM Phoenix. That way we don't have to continuously work overtime on this. I really do appreciate you guys. We love doing this, but my goodness, I am wore out, and I'm going to go take a bubble bath. So you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much to everybody that tuned in. Much love, and we'll see you next time.